Hey guys, before we get into the recap, YouTube told me that over 90% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. So, if you're enjoying these updates and want to keep up with Exchange 4, please take a second to hit that subscribe button. And just to be clear, this video is a recap only with little reactions from me. My full reactions and opinions will come in a separate video. Let's get into it. Episode 6 and 7 of Exchange 4 shook things up in a major way. First off, the big moment everyone was waiting for, the job reveal. By this point, the main spotlight was on Baekhyun and Hee Yeonji, whose chemistry had quietly become one of the most intriguing storylines of the season. Even though they broke up 5 years ago, it's obvious they still have complicated feelings for each other. From awkward eye contact to subtle tension, the vibe between them has been hard to ignore. Now, the show revealed what everyone does for a living, and it definitely gave fans more to talk about. Won-kyu, just as rumored, is a Korean medicine doctor, already in his 7th year. His confidence and maturity made him stand out even more after that reveal. Hee Yeonji's profession too also matched what was rumored. She is a flight attendant. Ji-hyun was revealed to be a trained actress from the Korea National University of Arts, K-Arts, and she now teaches acting at her old arts high school. Ji-yeon works as a web designer, and Yoon-young holds a job at a fashion brand. Min-kyung, who studied dance, is now a graduate student. The moment that stood out the most was when Min-kyung kept her dance major a secret, worried that revealing it might give away that she was U6X. Even though mentioning her major could have helped her shine, she chose to stay silent, and that was really impressive. Yushik is a modern dancer and instructor, also from K-Arts. Woo-jin used to be a civil servant, but he quit and became a restaurant owner. He's the chef and owner of a Spanish restaurant called Perejil in Seongsu-dong. And Baekhyun, yep, he's an actor just as rumored, who got scouted while working for a golf company. Overall, the job reveal didn't really shake up the current love lines, but it definitely gave viewers a clearer sense of who everyone really is behind the scenes. At this stage, the main romantic pairings shaping up were Baekhyun and Yoon-young, Ji-yeon and Won-kyu, Min-kyung and Woo-jin. Baekhyun and Yoon-young were getting especially close. They shared similar interests. He'd only been messaging her, and by episode 6 they were already planning their own date. Ji-yeon and Won-kyu's bond looked solid too, with Ji-yeon being very open about her feelings and Won-kyu responding positively, even if he wasn't overly expressive. And then there's Min-kyung and Woo-jin, a quieter, unexpected match. They weren't the most popular in the house, but after just one date, their chemistry started warming up quickly. Meanwhile, Ji-hyun started to struggle. Her heart leaned toward Yushik, but with Hee Yeonji's arrival, his attention shifted dramatically. That hit Ji-hyun hard, especially when she ended up with 0 votes during the selection round. For someone as confident as Ji-hyun, who always believed she could win someone's heart, that moment broke her. Hee Yeonji noticed and comforted her, even tearing up with her, a bittersweet moment, since they were quietly becoming rivals for Yushik's attention without them knowing. Although Hee Yeonji's cry also may have stemmed from being bitter because of Baekhyun's unstable attitude towards her. By the end of episode 6, it was clear that careers might not change the dynamics, but emotions were starting to boil. The spotlight remained on Baekhyun and Hee Yeonji, their tension, jealousy, and emotional walls slowly cracking. Moving on to episode 7, this episode made Exchange 4 history. For the first time ever, 2 couples' exes were revealed in one episode, and a new catfish, Lee Jae-hyung, entered the house. That's right. We finally learned who Ji-yeon's and Ji-hyun's exes are, and the results shocked me a little, Ji-yeon's especially. But not so shocked with Ji-hyun since I sensed it in episode 1. Anyway, here we go. Let's start with Ji-yeon and Woo-jin's story. They had a fiery relationship that lasted about a year. Ji-yeon first met Woo-jin when he was working at a restaurant before opening his own place. She liked him so much that she left her name and number on a post-it note. Cute, right? From there, they fell deeply for each other, spending sleepless nights together despite their busy schedules. It was an all-consuming love, the kind where you give everything and forget about the rest of the world. But as Woo Jin got busier preparing to open his restaurant, he started neglecting Ji-yeon. She felt lonely and left out, a story that mirrors a lot of the breakups we've seen on this show. Eventually, she couldn't take it anymore and ended the relationship. They broke up just 3 months before filming began. For Woo Jin, those feelings clearly hadn't disappeared, and you could literally see his frustration, part hurt, part pride, part regret. Then came the next surprise. Ji-hyun's ex is actually Won-kyu. Yep, Won-kyu, who's currently building a connection with Ji-yeon, is actually Ji-hyun's ex-boyfriend. And not just a casual one, these two were once serious enough to talk about marriage. I just knew it at first glance, but then, I changed my suspicion, but this is a pleasant surprise because you can tell that he still has feelings for her while Ji-hyun is emotionally and completely checked out of that relationship. I think this is why fans were completely thrown off, because the vibe between them didn't suggest any past romance at all. In fact, it seemed like they were both actively avoiding each other. Their full backstory hasn't been revealed yet, but it's clear this revelation will create major emotional fallout, especially since Won-kyu's relationship with Ji-yeon is getting stronger. Ji-hyun doesn't seem to want her ex back, she's so hung up on Yushik. They even had some cute moments, but that connection is seriously stalling. Meanwhile, Won-kyu seems like he's feeling torn now, especially with Ji-yeon's bright and affectionate energy pulling him in deeper. But if Ji-yeon had to break up with her ex because of loneliness, wouldn't she still feel the same loneliness with Won-kyu, who is a doctor? Unless her reason for dumping Woo Jin is deeper than what was said on the show. Just when the house started settling into patterns, the producers dropped another bombshell, the arrival of the male catfish, Lee Jae-hyung. He came in as the mysterious new addition, and his first interactions left fans buzzing. He is super handsome and super confident. This cast is incredible. Now, everyone assumes he could be Yoon-young's ex, since she's the only one without an ex revealed yet, but that's not confirmed. Still, during their first chat in the chat room, Jae-hyung gave meaning to Yoon-young's simple greeting, hello, saying it reminded him of how his ex used to greet him. That tiny comment could make anyone immediately suspect that they are connected. Interestingly, his first date pick was Min Kyung. Their date felt lighthearted and warm, and it was clear that Min Kyung, who had been unsure about her feelings before, was instantly charmed by him. Whether that goes anywhere or not, Jae-hyung's presence has already stirred the pot. By the end of episode 7, nearly every contestant was struggling emotionally, not because of new crushes, but because of their exes resurfacing in unexpected ways. From Baekhyun's lingering and confusing signals to Hee-yeonji, which is causing her to grow frustrated, from Ji-hyun's heartbreak to Woo Jin's bitterness, the emotional pressure inside the house is at its peak. And with Won-kyu and Ji-hyun's story yet to be fully revealed, plus Jae-hyung's next moves as the new catfish, the next episode is set to be explosive. That wraps up the full recap of Exchange for episodes 6 and 7, folks. If you've made it this far and still haven't subscribed, now's the perfect time, it really supports the channel. And just a reminder, this video was purely a recap with a light touch of my own thoughts. My full reactions and detailed opinions will be in the next video. See you there. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe so you'll get notified as soon as I upload the next one. See you soon, bye.